Hi, my name's Dean Barlow and you join me today on the banks of the beautiful Tockenham Reservoir in Wiltshire. As you can see, the sun is shining, the lake is starting to bloom, and hopefully we'll have a brilliant session using a new product to try and catch some of the resident bream, skimmers and maybe an odd carp. I spend most of my days now predominantly feeder fishing, and as the manager of the England feeder team I have to keep in touch with the kind of fishing that we might encounter when we travel the world. Feeder fishing comes in many forms these days, whether you're fishing short lines to catching small roach and skimmers or fishing at extreme distances for larger fish, bream and carp, which today I'm going to be focusing on fishing quite a bit using the new Acolyte 12-foot distance rod. 3 years ago, Drennan launched the Acolyte 13-foot distance rod, which myself, Alan Scotthorne and a couple of others had a real big hand in developing. The rod is absolutely perfect for fishing in excess of 100 metres, but there was a little bit of a gap where the 13-foot was a little bit overgunned if you're fishing in a range of 60 to 70 metres, and that's where the 12-foot comes into its own. Just like the 13-foot, the 12-foot distance is a slim blank, but the 12-foot now is a two-piece construction, which gives it the backbone to get the distances that you need, but also, more importantly, it gives it the brilliant fish playing qualities. The 12-foot is not just a rod for still water, it's a rod for all occasions. It's easily at home, casting big feeders into heavy and fast-flowing waters like the River Trent or the Ouse, where you need a powerful rod to combat the fast flow. So just like its big brother the 13-foot, the 12-foot Acolyte distance has got oversized eyes, which helps shock leaders go through the rings without any catching, which means you can get the distances that you need to get to. Also, you can use the mini pit style reels with it, which makes everything so much easier when you're casting large feeders at a certain distance, between 60-70 metres. It makes the perfect combination and makes castings to the distance a breeze. The 12-foot distance comes with 3 tips. A 3-ounce tip, which is perfect for the method feeder fishing like I'm doing today. It also comes with a 4-ounce tip and a 5-ounce tip. So if you're a river fisherman who's casting large feeders into fast flowing water, they're the tips for you. Just like the 13-foot, there is the option of a 2.5-ounce tip, which is one of my favourites. I find that I can use that if I'm using a distance rod, fishing with cage feeders instead of a method feeder. So the options are there to suit all the kind of feeder fishing you need to do. We've also got some amazing news that we've got a 14-foot that's joining the family. So the 14-foot is what I call for extreme distances. With the right setup and the right tackle, you could reach distances of well over 100 metres, which can come into play in all the kinds of different feeder fishing that we do today. Big reservoirs where you're going to be fishing at extreme distance and catching big fish. But the 14-foot, just like the Acolyte distance range, still holds the fish playing action that's going to put more fish in your keep net and less bump fish. So today's session started off quite slow. We've had a frost, we've got high pressure and the sun is shining. It's an absolute beautiful day, but we've managed to winkle out 4 or 5 nice bream for the camera and also give the rod a really good run through. With distance rods, it's a fine balance about getting to where you need to get to and also getting the fish in the net. There's a lot of rods out there that can cast a long way, but they're so stiff that you lose the fish playing action, which in match conditions is the last thing you want. The Acolyte is synonymous with the fish playing action, and I think they've got the balance absolutely perfect. The backbone in the middle of the rod enables you to get the distance that you need to achieve, but more importantly, you've got the brilliant fish playing action of the Acolyte range to make sure you end up with more fish in the net.